as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there out of the running game.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 1st carry now for Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick forced out to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time he is in. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after open good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 31, Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious.
The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that play was like a little helter-skelter from the start. But that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here at the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat at every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off at the 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Browns nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
13 yards remaining on second down. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, Kirkpatrick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious obvious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. You got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Kirkpatrick buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And from down in Miami, an update. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Mayfield. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off play action. Kirkpatrick. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on first down. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. In trouble. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 2nd down, Kirkpatrick. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on third down, Kirkpatrick. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Kirkpatrick out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And oh, he coughed it up, and I think the Browns got it. They did. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mayfield looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me,
and it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
On the move to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.